Hey everyone! Have you ever had a long day and you just wanted to kick back, relax, and maybe just binge watch Netflix or grab a pint of ice cream? I know I have. But I also knew deep down that maybe, just maybe, the ice cream wasn't the best choice. So, here's the question: why do we give in to these urges? Well, we've been told that it's all because of something called ego depletion. The idea is that we only have a limited amount of willpower, and once we run out, we lose control and do things we know we shouldn't. But what if that whole theory is wrong? Today, we are going to dive into why the idea of willpower being a limited resource might just be the real myth. Let's start with a little psychology 101. The ego depletion theory was super popular back in the 90s thanks to a psychologist named Roy Baumeister. His experiment was simple: two groups of people. One group got to munch on fresh baked cookies, and the other group had to resist eating them and only eat radishes. Now, they were then given a really hard puzzle to solve. What do you think happened? Yep, the radish group, who had to resist those delicious cookies, gave up on the puzzle way faster than the cookie group. Baumeister's conclusion? Our willpower is like a muscle. If you use it too much, it gets tired and weak. Sounds logical, right? But here's the catch: recent studies have poked holes in this idea. In fact, a bunch of new research is now questioning whether we've been thinking about willpower all wrong. One major study failed to recreate Baumeister's results, and in fact, many studies that contradict ego depletion theory have been ignored. Ouch! Not only that, but things like the idea that sugar gives you a willpower boost? That's totally been debunked too. I mean, a sip of lemonade isn't exactly going to supercharge your brain. So, if willpower isn't a finite resource, what is going on here? Well, Carol Dweck, a researcher from Stanford, came up with an interesting idea. She found that the people who believed willpower was a limited resource showed signs of ego depletion. But, and this is big, those who didn't think that way, they didn't experience the same fatigue. In other words, it's all about how we think about our willpower. If we believe we are out of gas, we are going to feel drained. But if we think it's just a temporary dip in energy, kind of like when we are sad or tired, then we can power through. So, here's the big takeaway: stop treating willpower like a limited resource. Instead, treat it like an emotion that ebbs and flows. You don't run out of willpower the way you run out of gas in your car. Sometimes, you just need to take a mental breather, or, here's a thought: find something you actually enjoy doing. When you're working on something you love, time flies, and your brain doesn't feel drained. It's like your willpower isn't even being used at all. But when you're forcing yourself to do things you don't care about, like a mindless task or an impossible puzzle, your energy will dip and you'll feel drained. And that's okay. So, next time you're feeling out of willpower, maybe it's time to ask yourself, am I doing something I care about? Maybe you're just bored, and that's why you're distracted. Listen to your feelings, they're telling you what you need. And finally, instead of thinking of willpower as something that runs out, try focusing on the power of your will. Engage with things you enjoy. Find your flow. And don't let outdated science trick you into thinking you're powerless. You've got this. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and share. What do you think about the willpower debate? Let me know your thoughts and experiences below. And remember, sometimes the best way to power up is to simply chill out.